Thank you. My question relates to the motivations that scientists have for their research. So do you think scientists like Stephen Hawking, and indeed Christian scientists, not necessarily just atheist scientists, do themselves a disservice by going out to try and prove a point that God is necessary or unnecessary? Or do you think they should do the science just to try and find more about the universe which we live in, and then afterwards discuss its implications?
Do I think that scientists are doing a disservice to us by going beyond their science and beginning to draw theological implications from their work?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Not at all. What I think they do as a disservice is not studying some philosophy before they do it. But I envy them their physical expertise in cosmology and astrophysics. I think it's wonderful, and I want to hear from them. But many of these men have a disdainful attitude toward philosophy. In the Grand Design, co-authored with Leonard Mlodinow, on the first page, they declare that philosophy is dead, and thereby have insulted all of their colleagues at Cambridge University in the philosophy department by saying this discipline doesn't deserve to exist. And I think that's just enormously naive. The first third of the book then goes on to discuss the philosophical question of realism versus anti-realism in science. So yes, I value their input, I want their input, but they need to exert the same effort to understand philosophy that I, as a philosopher, have exerted in trying to honestly understand physical cosmology.
Do you think that Stephen Hawking, do you think that he could have been more productive as a scientist if he hadn't have been so obsessed with trying to prove that God wasn't necessary?
I would never say something like that, because I can't speak to his personal motivations. That would be inappropriate, and I'm not a psychologist or psychoanalyst. He does say that some other attempts to avoid the Big Bang were motivated by anti-theological motives, and Fred Hoyle was very candid about that and his own motivations. But with respect to Hawking, no, I wouldn't say that and wouldn't presume to judge in that way.
Bill, thank you very much for a wonderful evening.
Thank you. I've enjoyed it very much. Thank you.
And thank you all for coming, and particularly for those who've asked questions. We've had some very good questions tonight. And I've got a deep conviction that in our world, dialogue is absolutely essential to try and understand each other's viewpoints and to weigh and consider. The church for far too long has spoken from pulpits 6 foot above contradiction and hasn't heard what people are saying and thinking. Bill is wonderful at engaging with the issues that are being expressed and considered by many people in the world. So thank you again, Bill.